Hello everyone. I want to show you in this topic or in this video how to edit a picture in Microsoft Word as well as how to use rulers in Word. Then after that I will show you a few other things like if you want to indicate paragraphing or do indenting and how to use a few more things in Word. But the major ones that we are going to focus on will be how to edit a picture in Word and how to use rulers. Okay, so let's open to a new Microsoft Word document. So we have this thing here. Okay, I want to go and put a picture on my desktop. Okay, I want to copy from there and bring it here. We have many ways of inserting a picture. You can go to insert, then you go to picture, then you go and look for where the picture is, and then just insert. It's very simple. But I do not usually use this method. I don't know why, but I don't really like it that very much. So I have a picture on my desktop. Let's say I want to insert this lion. So I just insert it, okay? But what I do is I minimize it here and I go to where the picture is on my computer, which is in this case found on desktop. So I just right click on the picture. Okay, then I go to copy, you click and it will copy. You may not see it anyway. Then you go to where the Word document is, you right click and then you select paste. Okay, so it will paste for you. The other time I showed you how to move this one around. Okay, so you can refer to the video how to move it around if you want to. Okay, so we have several changes that we may wish to do to this picture or this photo. Let's click outside here. Observe this thing here, picture tools. Okay, this one will give us all the tools that we may need to edit our picture. When I click outside, let's click outside. Okay, it was not responding. Now that thing that was showing here, which is picture tools, disappear, right? Let's click here, then you see the picture tools appear, right? So let's click outside again, it disappears, and we click, it appears. So now we have to access the tools that we want to use for the editing. Okay, so you click, you have a whole lot of tools. Let's start from here. I'll be quick on some of these things. You see that here, you see that it will change it, how it will appear, like the appearance will change a little bit, so you can play around it to see which one that you think will be okay by you. Go to color tool, you see that we have different colors that your picture may look like. You see all of these. Okay, so you can just choose any of them. You can come to artistic effects. You see how it can look like when you choose one of these options. Okay, so all of these things are things that you can do. Okay, you can even compress, the picture. You can change the picture. You can reset picture. The size also, you can adjust it over here, right? You can adjust it here. You click, then it will just adjust, height and width, or you can do it over here. You see this joint. You can just hold on any of the joint, and then you just increase the size or decrease the size. You can do a whole lot of things. Then here we have frames that you can put your picture in. I can click here. You see there is a frame here. You can use this one here. You see, you have so many of them. Okay. You see, when you put it there, you see how it's looking like. Okay. So if you want to have your picture in a frame, we have a number of them here. You can click and then you see how it will really look like. You see. So we have so many of them that you can use in case you want to have a frame on. We can do all of these changes if we want to. Okay, we can do all of these changes. Then here too, let me take you to something which is very important here, cropping. Let's say if you want to cut a part of this picture, maybe it's too big for you or you don't want a certain part to appear, we can crop it. So you just click to select it as we see here. Okay, then we go to crop. Okay, then the first option, crop. So you see this point here. indicated with the dark lines. Okay, so if I want to crop or cut this side here, so I move it here. So the area that we are seeing when we click on enter, that is what will be left. Okay, I can move this one here, but before I move, watch, you see the cursor, it has to turn into like a T, right? A T. Okay, so we move like this. The cursor has to turn into something like a T. I can even go down like this. I can go down like, go up here. So here, I'm just getting only the head, right? So I can crop or remove part of this picture. So you just click enter from your keyboard. Okay, so this is cropping. This is cropping. Okay, so let me just undo everything. Okay, so that's cropping. It's quite easy. It's quite easy. Okay, so another thing I want to show you, which is so important. Let's go to picture tools. Is okay. As for borders and all of these things, you can play around them. Okay, you can put a border. Okay, picture border. You see, we have red border here, yellow border. You can see all of that, and the border too. You can increase the size of the border. Let's say I make it like this. You will see it, right? So we can make all sort of borders and give it a color. So just play with these things. They are very simple. Picture effect here is also very interesting. You can have so many effects on your picture. Okay, we have glow, soft edges. Look at how these things will look like. Go to glow. I mean, soft edges is very interesting. You see how it's looking like. Okay, so you just have to take your time and then play around these things. Okay, then layout, as I said, just take your time, play around some of these things. But what is of a concern to me at the moment is to show you how to remove the background. Let's say you don't want this background, you just want just the lion. Okay, so you go here and click on remove background. Remove background. Okay, so when you click on it, it may appear like this. You see, a part of it is appearing like a purple color. Okay, that side, let's see if I should click enter from my keyboard, the side is showing as purple, all of them will cut away. Okay, so you see the other part without the purple color where the cursor is, that's the only part that will remain. So first of all, we have to stretch this point, okay, a little bit. So we move this up a little bit, you move this one down, then you move this one to the right. Okay, then you move this to the left. Okay, sometimes after doing this it will fix the problem, but if it doesn't fix the problem, then we are like, look at this side here, we want it, but it's appearing as purple, which means it will cut off, right? So to keep it, you come here to mark areas to keep, click on it, then you get something like a pencil to mark areas that you want to keep. Okay, so I'll draw something like this. Okay, then you see that it's removing the purple color. I'll draw something here. This other side, no, I want it to be cut away, okay, or to be cut off. So I will press Ctrl Z, that's undo, okay, to reverse that action. Okay, let's go for mark areas to keep. I want to stretch it from here to this side. I want all of this side to show. Good. So I think I have a nice picture here. Okay, but you can see that the eye is going to remove. These eyes are going to remove the nose and stuff like that. I want the eyes to show, so I also mark it that it should stay. Right? You see that the purple has disappeared. Here should stay. This side should stay. You see that it has disappeared. This side should stay. There is a little spot here. It should stay. Good. So far I think it's good, but you see this side here, because there is no pep, which means when I click on enter, this side is going to be part of the picture that will remain, but I don't want this part to be there. So I also go here to the minus, which says mark areas to remove. So I'll click on this one, then areas to remove. I go from here to this side. I want that side to remove. You see, so now I have the perfect picture that I want. Okay, this is the lion that I want to see without any background. So I'm satisfied now. I click on enter. So you see, it takes away the entire background. Okay, I want to drag it. If you want to drag it, right click and then go to wrap text in front of text. Right click, then you go to right click, you go to wrap text and then in front of text. So like this, you'll be able to move it to any place that you want. Okay, now even with this, if I don't want this side here because there is nothing here, earlier it was being occupied by the background. Okay, I can also crop. Okay, so I select it as you can see, then go to picture tools, then I go to crop. So I'm gonna bring the cursor here to see this T symbol, then I move it to this side. Okay, here too I can move it a little bit, right? Then I can move this side a little bit, then enter. Okay, so this is the picture that I wanted to see. So it's really simple and very interesting. Okay, so that's how we edit a picture in Microsoft Word. There are many other things that you can do by yourself. Okay, so let's go and open another document, file, new, and then create. Okay, now I want to show you how to use rulers. Okay, to be fast, let's go and get a work which has been typed already. So let's say we have this one here. Okay, now rulers help us in many different ways. Let's see how. Okay, one of the ways to get the rulers is to come to this side here. Okay, this side here, you will see this symbol here, view ruler. You click, or you come to here, which is a view. Okay, when you click on view, then you look around here, you see ruler, you click, then ruler, you click there, then you can also get your rulers. Okay, so we have several ways of getting the rulers, or you can come back to this place here, just click, and then your rulers must show you, must appear. Okay, there is something here. Let me see. Okay, I will just let me go back to this place. Let me copy a part of it. There is a command that I gave here, but I'll just take you to another page so that it will be easier. Okay, so let's paste here. Then we click on rulers. Okay, now we have our rulers. These are the rulers, this thing that you see here. Okay, and then on the left side, so we have the horizontal ruler and then the vertical ruler. Okay, now one of the things that the rulers do for us is that they can help us to set our margins. Okay, very quick. Okay, normally to set margin you have to go to page layout and check the margins. Okay, it's set to 1 inch by each side, top, bottom, left, and right. Now margin, as we explained, it's just this space here that the text is not able to reach that side. On the top side, on the left side, a space is allocated that the text is not able to move there. On the right side, also on the bottom side. Okay, but if you feel like this margin is too big, I can come here, you see, then you put your cursor here. You see the gray side here indicates the margin, and the white side is where the text is going to occupy. Similarly, when you come here, this side is for the margin, the gray side, and the white portion is for, where the text will be. The right side is the right margin. Okay, so it goes like that. So I can bring my cursor to this side here. You see the arrow turns like top and bottom, then you hold it and then you can move it up a little, to decrease the margin, or you can increase it. It's all up to you. Okay, we can increase the margin. All you have to do is wait for this sign, then we can increase it. Okay, over here we can also do that, but you have to be careful. I don't know, this symbol here, it looks like we have two pentagons. Okay, where the two pentagons are meeting, you have to make sure that the cursor goes to the middle point of the two pentagons. Then once it is there, you see this arrow which pointing towards both sides, left and right. You hold it, it indicates that this is the left margin. So I can move it a little bit to the right, or I can move it to the left side. Okay, So you hover your mouse or your cursor around that side until you get, that arrow which points to the left and to the right. And you see it will indicate that it is the left margin, then you move. Okay. Also on the right side, we have the same thing. You move it, you see the arrow that points to the left and the right. You can just adjust your margin accordingly. Okay. Then you can also do paragraphing. Okay. Let me go back to home. Normally, if you want to see the number of paragraphs, you click on this symbol. I'm sure you are familiar with this symbol here. So this symbol indicates where each paragraph ends and then a new line starts. Okay. So sometimes when you see this in your Word document and you don't want it, just come back here and you click and it will remove it. Okay. And then you see, let's say this one here, if I want to create a paragraph, but these days, if you want a paragraph, you don't have to create an indent. In the olden days, we used to create an indent to show a paragraph. But here, these days, once you start typing, you have already started a paragraph. If the paragraph ends and you want a new one, you click enter, then you start a new line. Okay. So we used to go to this button on your keyboard, which is tab. Okay, so tab usually was used to create an indent, which was those times called paragraph. So let's see, once we click on tab, it behaves like this. You see, it leaves a space. It works like a space bar, just that it leaves a bigger indent. The space bar goes in a very slow margin, right? Whereas this one enters in a very wide gap. You see, that is the tab. Okay, so you can use it, especially if you are typing a CV or you are typing a text where you are arranging a number of items. Using the tab makes everything to be uniform. Okay, but here, let's say I have this information here, and the first line alone, I want to create an indent. Okay, I'll put the cursor here in front of the H. Then you come here the two let me call them pentagons. The upper one controls the first line, okay, the first line, and the lower pentagon controls the remaining text. So if I go up here and I click on the top, which is the first line indent, I hold it and I move it. You see it's moving. If I want to see the exact margin that I'm measuring, I have to combine with Alt. Okay, once you press Alt, you'll be able to see here is 0.76 inches. Okay, if you don't want to see it, just move it without the Alt. Okay, so if I drop it like this, what have you observed? It only moved the first line. Okay, it moved the first line. So this first pentagon, the upper one, it controls the first line. Okay, you can use it to indent the first line. Then the bottom or the second pentagon controls the rest of the text. Okay, so let's move that one a little bit. Then you see it controls the rest of the text for the first paragraph. So the second paragraph also, I can come here, click here, and then move the first pentagon to paragraph it if I want, and then I can also move the second pentagon to control the rest of the text. Okay, so that's how we use the rulers. And then the bottom one, which is like a square or a rectangle, that one controls, it moves the upper and the lower, it moves the whole text. Okay, so if my cursor is here and I use the bottom one, it means I want to move all of them at the same time. Like I'm happy with the arrangement, with the indent, just that I want to move all of them to the right a little bit or all of them to the left a little bit. Okay, so that one, it goes together. So we have this and a few other functions that you can use the rulers for. So I want you to find time and just play around it. Okay, and then maybe the last thing I want to talk about will be, let's say you have a text like this and you want to replace some words. For example, maybe you have used this word a number of times, masses, and you want to replace masses with another word. Then you can go to this place called replace. Okay, you click on replace, And you see that since I selected masses, it has indicated for me. If I didn't select it, then I was supposed to type masses here in the place indicated as find what. You want to find a certain word. Maybe we have hundred of this word in the entire document. So you type masses or you select it. Then you want to replace where they have typed masses with what? I want to replace with weight, okay? So you type weight. So here you see replace all, okay? Replace all. So you click it, then it says it only found one place or one word that was typed as masses and it has been replaced with the new word which is weight. If you are happy, you click yes, okay? So you go there, the word has completed its search of the document and has made one replacement. So you click OK and you can close this one now. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can do in Microsoft Word and a whole lot more. So take your time and then go through the video and then just play around it. Thank you for watching and meet you again soon.